Oil marketers have reportedly agreed to sell petrol at the pump price of N145 per liter. This is in reverse of an earlier decision made that it was not economically viable for them to sell at the price. The Punch reports that during the meeting of the ad hoc committee set up by the presidency to get the oil marketers to restart the importation of fuel, they agreed to sell N145 per liter. Sources at the meeting however said the marketers begged the federal government to grant them tax holidays and other incentives that would help cut their costs when they resumed fuel importation. Also, it was reported that 4 subcommittees were constituted at the meeting and chaired by Ibka Kikwu, the Minister of State for Petroleum. A source said, 4 subcommittees were inaugurated by the minister and we agreed on a price that is good for Nigerians, which of course, is the current price. All these and more will be in the communique that will be released soon. Meanwhile, the Senate has denied claim that it is responsible for the delay in the payment of the debt owed oil marketers by government. In a statement issued by the chairman, Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Alice Abi Abdullahi, the upper chamber said claims reportedly made by Abikari, the chief of staff to the president, were not true. The Senate said, the attention of the Senate has been drawn to a claim said to have been made by the chief of staff to the president, Malam Abikari, during a meeting with stakeholders in the oil industry on the perennial fuel scarcity in the country, to the effect that the payment of debts owed oil marketers was being delayed because the National Assembly has not approved a request presented to the legislature for a loan meant for that purpose. The Senate will want members of the public to know that no such request has been made to it specifically requesting for a loan meant for payment to oil marketers. The Senate is aware that subsidy on petrol had been cancelled by this administration, so we wonder which payment we are talking about now. Senators have been inundated with calls from oil marketers who were present at the meeting with the chief of staff to the president on the issue, and thus, we call on Malam Kairi to either prove his claim or retract it. It should be noted that a similar claim was made by the Minister of Finance on the foreign loan at a time the presidency had not forwarded the request. The letter requesting for the foreign loan was submitted long after she was confronted with the fact.